What's up, gamers? Well, TennoCon has concluded. And oh man, what a year to be a Warframe player. At TennoCon, they showed off new expansion, including Tau. Oh, we've been waiting for it for so long, but it's finally coming. With Tau, we're going to be getting new frames, new weapons, all sorts of stuff. It's quite amazing, I will say. So let's dive into this. Let's see what TennoCon has showed us for our next year of gameplay. So first up, reminder, if you did get the Barogateer pass, you will have that available right now on the events page. Also, if you head over to the Tenno Live relay, you'll be able to see something pretty cool. Let's go check it out. Once in the relay, if you come to the right side of the railjack, well, here it is. Our big guys that Intrani left behind. You can go over to this console where everybody is, and you can select between a male and a female model, and then customize your colors. And to be honest, we got Titans in Warframe before GTA 6. That's crazy. So let's dive into some of the things that we saw at TennoCon. So first up, I want to talk about the Ice Blade of Naren that they're going to be teasing in fallish, is what it said on the stream. So they will be releasing a new ice-based frame, which is really awesome because besides Frost, there's no other ice-based frames, Chroma, but besides the fact, I think it's really, really cool that we're going to be getting another ice frame. I'm really excited to see what they do. You know, Frost, a very defense-centric kind of Warframe. I'm really hoping for kind of like an aggressive-ish kind of ice caster, maybe, where you can throw out ice spikes and stuff like that. I think it'd be really cool. Also, there's going to be a Nightwave event coming up with Amir, where he's taken over the signals and will be having his own special Nightwave pass. I think it's going to be pretty awesome. They teased a bunch of glyphs. I'm going to throw up on screen right now that, honestly, I think there's a really, really good work put into these. So shout out the community and the devs who made all of them. Coming up, there's also going to be D&D and Warframe, ? In 1999, they're adding in this really cool area that I'll throw on screen, where it's going to have a D&D table with, of course, our DM. And I think it's just a really cool kind of bonus into the game, especially with something I'll be diving into more later, but Matt Mercer is going to be joining the cast to voice act a future character. Next up, we're looking at, of course, our new Prime coming to Warframe. And of course, it is something that I think just looks absolutely amazing with the concept art. It's going to be Citrine Prime. I mean, just look at that. All the detail put into this. And this is just the concept art. There's going to be so much more put into this, I would imagine, when it finally releases into the game. So I'm extremely excited for that, and I really, really want to see what the devs are going to cook up with this. Also, on the talking point of frames, we're also seeing the Corex Deluxe skin, the Banshee Deluxe skin, and a thing we've all wanted for such a long time. Our beloved Banshee is getting a rework. Now, they didn't cover any of the details of the rework, but they said they want to try and keep it true to what Banshee is. So it shouldn't be something crazy, but they're just going to make it a little bit stronger, give it some love, bring it into the modern day of Warframe. I think that's really awesome. All the Banshee fans out there are ecstatic. I have a bunch of people in my clan who absolutely love and adore Banshee, and they can't wait for this rework. And personally, yeah, I do like Banshee. I do, you know, like subsuming the skill Silence and putting it on some frames, and just playing Banshee can be fun, and she can be great if you build her right. But, you know, I do really think she needs some love in the modern day, you know, especially with all the nuke frames and the weapon platforms, all the end game builds out there. Banshee just needs a little bit of love, and I think that this rework will be great. So let's put our faith into the Warframe devs that they can put out something that we would all love to see on Banshee. Next up, we're going to be talking about something that almost every Warframe player has been waiting on for years. How? The new system coming this year? ? they have announced at TennoCon Tau 2026. So I don't know if that means they're going to be full on releasing the Tau system or if they're just going to be adding it in slowly over time. With that being said, the question comes up, what are going to be the requirements to go here? We know there's going to be quest requirements, so make sure you go to your codex and work on getting those main story quests done. But what about Star Chart? They did say there is an interest to Steel Path in Tau, but it doesn't sound like it's going to be coming with it right away. So it makes me kind of wonder, do you just need the base Star Chart done? Are you going to need Steel Path Star Chart done? I would hope not, especially but in this day and age of Warframe, you don't really need to have Steel Path done. It doesn't really give you anything besides mastery and, farmable nodes that you can access, but there's nothing locked behind Steel Path. And with Tau 2026, that's where you're going to have access to your Titan, of course, but also you're going to be getting a new Warframe, Briscoe, or as I like to say, Brisket. He's a really cool looking noir themed detective kind of frame built by the Intrani himself. It is quite interesting to see what the frame is capable of. In the demo that they showed at TennoCon, it was a pretty powerful looking frame, especially with the new weapon that I'm going to throw on screen right now, the Core Cracker. I think it's going to be a pretty deadly combo. He's pretty cool looking. He has this mask that he can remove. He's smoking a cigarette. Very, very noir kind of theme. During the demo, they showed that Intrani and Brisk are on a sentient ship. And there's a bunch of different characters that we really want more information on. And we know that the Indifference is extremely involved with this. He is very, very interested in the Tau system, and there's something there that he wants. We don't really know what it is yet, but we had a choice of saving the Lotus from him in exchange of us leading him to Tau. So what is it that he wants there? And why does it matter so much to us? We know that he's an extremely big problem in this game, but how are we going to deal with him? There's not really much we can do against the Indifference. It's just this ultra powerful entity that kind of does whatever it wants. So why is something that strong making a deal with us just for us to lead him to Tau? What is there? Anyways, to move on from Tau, I do want to cover some of the other things that they showed concept art for. This includes the new Prime Access with, of course, the weapon for Citrine. Then you have a new operator suit, a new shotgun, a new Signa, all sorts of stuff. I really think the devs have put in a ton of great work for the upcoming content, as well as the community who helped design some of these things. It makes me really wonder where Warframe is going to go from here. I'm extremely excited for Tau. I'm very, very excited as well for the Blade of Naren. And I'm really wondering what the timeline of all this is. The Blade of Naren says fall-ish 2026, and then Tau just says Tau 2026. So are we going to be getting Tau in December? Are we going to be getting it around the same time as Naren? It's very, very interesting to think about how they're going to implement this much content at the same time, and what is going to be the prerequisites for all of this content. So to play it safe, just do your star chart, do your main quests, and hopefully that'll be enough. Also, I wanted to cover, with TennoCon ending, there are special events going on right now, including a mission to go get 2 potatoes, and a Tau Forged event where you can go queue into a mission and get 3 Tau Forged shards. That's pretty awesome. Thank you, Digital Extreme. Anyways, I think that's it for me. If I missed anything, please comment down below and I can make a short about it, or we can just have a good conversation in the comments about the things I did miss. Also, if you did not get to watch the streams or go to the event in person, I highly recommend going back and watching the VODs. There's some really, really good content out there from the last 2 days. Day 1 being the cosplay contest, and of course the amazing concert. And then day 2, they gave a great amount of time to each of the different groups of the dev team, including the sound team, the artist team. All of them got to display and showcase the hard work and amazing content they put out. Also, of course, at the end, you have the main part where they covered all the things in Warframe's future. If there's any other content you would like to see me put out, please comment down below and share your ideas. I'm always willing to make something to help somebody. Also, please make sure to like and subscribe, and check out my Twitch account so you can stay in the loop with all the content I make. Most of my content is centered around helping new players understand our great game. So again, I'm always there to help. Thank you guys for coming along for this video and all my other content on this journey that I'm having. And as always, I'll see you next time.